Respect is the be all end all. But certain man, they will never understand that. Certain man, like the guy that left the comment that I responded to in the previous video, will never understand that. People like that, they will end up in a situation, in an altercation, get surrounded by 5 guys and get slapped in their face and go home that evening and be like, phew, at least I never got beat up and rushed. Blood, I'd rather get rushed. I'd rather lose a fight than a man slap me in my face, blood. Because that bruise on my ego, that will hurt a lot more than any fucking rush, and I tell you that now. Tell you something about respect. There's certain youths right now, they got a free pass. There's certain youths right now, they never got touched, they never got robbed. You know why? Because they was in an area they're not really supposed to be in, but because their cousin is big on the ends, and they called their cousin's name when they got stopped by 5 youths, they got away. They got a free pass. They got a free buy. Tell you how important respect is, yeah, and how respect can get you out of trouble. So in 2011, I was 18. I was in ISIS, yeah, and obviously, like you lot have heard me say before, yeah, man, I had beef with a few different youths in Tottenham, but there was one estate I was on everybody. So when I was in ISIS, obviously, you go out onto the exercise yard, and the wing that I was on, we were paired with the induction wing. So I was on the H wing, and the induction wing is the G wing. Everyone goes through induction wing. So when you're on the H wing, you do exercise in the morning with the induction wing, which is the G wing. So we get to see everyone that comes into the jail. So I'm on the exercise yard, I see one youth from one estate that I don't like. He don't know me, but I know who he is because he wasn't a bad boy, but he run with bad boys. He's a part of them people, yeah? So anyway, on my wing, there was a youth called Bullies, pick him up, one Pyru Tiverton youth, yeah? So anyway, cut the long story short, this youth from Tottenham that's come onto the wing, he's chilling with this Bullies youth that, you know, is Pyru Tottenham, and they're hanging around with some Hackney boys. I've gone over there and started throwing punches at this random Tottenham youth, yeah? So anyway, the Hackney youths, they took it as a disrespect because I've gone over to them. There's like 10 of them, and I'm trying to target one youth that's with them. They take it as a disrespect. So they wanted to rush me. But like I said, you know, if you've got family that's respected, then you can get a free pass. You can get a little bite. The youth, Bullets from Tottenham, who's Pyru, really and truly, he should have been like a little bit of an up and that. But he is my cousin from Tottenham. Big up my cousin Ricardo from Tottenham. He is his brethren. I didn't even know that they knew each other like that. He's his brethren. I didn't know this happened. When I was on the wing in ISIS, Bullets never told me this. But basically, I don't know, somehow they had a phone call together. And my cousin Ricardo said, my cousin Jelani is in ISIS and that. Yeah, if you see him, get me, look out for him. Yeah, that's my peep, that's my cousin and that. I didn't even know this conversation had taken place because I used to see Bullets and talk to him, but he never told me this. So anyway, after a little incident on the exercise yard happened, Bullets come to myself and said, listen, you see them lot there, them Hackney youths, they was gonna run up in your cell, you know. But I stopped them because a couple of weeks ago, I spoke to your cousin and he said, yo, my cousin, i.e. me, is in ISIS. If you see him, you get me, yeah? I didn't even know that. So this is the power of, you know, respect. If my cousin was a chief and a nobody in Tottenham, I would end up probably getting rushed in my cell. But because my cousin's a somebody, he's only a year above me, so basically same age as me. Because he's a somebody, man will give you a free pass. Respect is everything. Even one time, I was watching, you know, like them documentaries about the Crips and the Bloods. There was one guy, he was a blood, he was one of the bosses. He was like infamous. And if you see him, he just looked like a tramp. Yeah? He looked like some guy that's just trying to promote his rap thing. Like, he just did not look like no boss. He did not look like an infamous guy. This guy was so respected, so infamous. He was allowed to go to the Crip ends and no one would touch him. Imagine a blood boss could go to the crip ends and no one would touch him. He was so respected. He could even bring a crip to the blood set, to the ends, and no one touched the crip. But when he did bring some little crip youth over, one other blood youth, he wanted to get at him and that, but they were like, allow it. Some hothead youth, 19, probably got his thing on his waist and that. He wanted to do something, but he said, allow it. But the young youth that was a blood weren't having it though. But yeah, that's how respected. And certain people have so much respect. Things like that can happen. You could even bring an op onto the block and no one will touch him. Even one time, yeah, I got a cousin who passed away, R.I.P. Sheol. So I only brought him to my area one time, Edmonton, one time. Obviously, a couple of the man them, met him and that. Cool, whatever, innit? Boom. So if you don't remember, yeah, back in 2010, or was it 09? One of the years. It was 09 or 010. There was like this North London link up. They all went to Carnival. Yeah? Tottenham, Hornsey, Busy Block, Manor House, probably some upper Edmonton youths, whatever. And they all went to Carnival, like 200 man up, shut it down. The following year, we went there. Yeah? Edmonton man and some Hounslow youths called AFR. Yeah? So we went there. And obviously, my cousin that passed away, he must have went there. I didn't know that he went there. But anyway, some foolishness has happened. So anyway, us, man, we went there like 60 man up. We ended up running away, yeah, from this, whatever happened, innit? And I saw one of my cousins, like, yo, what you doing here? He's like, oh, I'm with such and such, my other cousin. But he was nowhere to be seen. I was like, come. You're coming with us, innit? So my cousin's from Brixton. Just randomly bumped into him in Carnival. He's a big you can't really miss him though. Randomly bumped into him. He's like, come. So anyway, as you know already, when you're in Notting Hill Carnival, you don't get no signal. You can't make no phone calls in Notting Hill, yeah? So anyway, after the madnesses happened and that, obviously, we've gone there 60 man up. Next thing you know, everyone's scattered. You're down to like 10 man, yeah? So I'm with my cousin that's from Brixton. He's with me and my people. Obviously, it started to get dark. It's like 8 o'clock now, and it boom. We've got on the underground. We've got to Seven Sisters Station, yeah? Left the station. We're in Tottenham. I phoned my cousin Sheon, yeah? I'm like, yo, where are you? I'm with such and such. He's like, I'm with calling out some of my people. I'm like, yo, what are you doing with them? He said, when them were running through, they saw me and they said, you're Jelani's cousin. Come. Yeah, when you're respected and that, when you're one of the guys and that, if people see your family, yo, come with us. Yeah, it's safer with us. Yeah, that's the power of respect. But certain man will never understand that. Respect is even important in business. It will stop you from getting snaked, shagged, bumped, jinnles, whatever word you want to use. When man respect you in business, they will pay you on time, They will pay you the full amount. Respect is so important. If you ever go to prison, yeah, yo, the highest commodity, the thing that's valued the most is not crow, is not burn, is not even a phone. It's respect. Man have been packed because they disrespected their own person. Respect is the be all end all. Yeah, it keeps everything in line. It keeps everything balanced. And that's the thing. When people are not respected, when people are disrespected, that's when, people get dropped and all kinds of craziness happen. So respect is the be-all, end-all, man. Yeah, as you can tell, man's got bare stories from when I was on the streets. But anyway, man, that's it for today, man. Stay away. It's done now.